Welcome to this Yoga Nidra practice. For those of you that are new to Yoga Nidra is a practice of ease and effortlessness. There is nothing to do except to follow along the directions of the script. If at any point you notice yourself straining or trying to achieve something, simply let go of that expectation and just let yourself ease and settle into today's practice. Most Yoga Nidra practices entail a body scan, some breath work. We'll play with the sensations of opposites, and then we'll feel a little bit more into what lies beyond the felt sense. And so in order to do all of that, simply set yourself up into a comfortable position. A lot of people enjoy laying down on the floor or on a couch or on a mattress, giving yourself time and space to make yourself supremely comfortable. It is common during Yoga Nidra for the body to fall asleep and for the mind to wander. All of that is perfectly fine. As you catch yourself wandering or falling asleep, just smile and reorient yourself back to the practice. Falling asleep is expected. The mind wandering is expected. There is a part of us that is always conscious, that is always aware, and it is that piece of us that Yoga Nidra speaks to. And so as you settle into this comfortable position, seeing if there's anything you can do to make yourself that much more comfortable. If you need to pause this recording and go turn off the light or grab a cup of water or whatever it is that's distracting you. And then as you soften and settle in, feel the weight of the body pressing against the surface that supports you. Noticing the back of the head, the shoulders, the hips, the back of the legs, and the heels. Feel the downward draw of gravity. And as a reminder, everything that I offer throughout this practice is an invitation. You have autonomy at all times to follow that invitation or to move in a direction that's more comfortable or more interesting to you. You cannot do any of this wrong. And so if I say something that doesn't make sense to you, feel free to replace it with your own words. If I invite you to experience a part of the body or to participate in a breath practice that you don't want to participate in, feel free to skip it and catch back up whenever you are ready. And we'll begin this Yoga Nidra practice by orienting ourselves to the inner sanctuary. Recalling a place in memory or imagination where you felt completely safe, supported, loved, and deeply nourished. Allow this space to become clear to you. Notice what colors are there, what textures are present. And if you struggle to visualize, just feel into what that sense of security feels like. Allowing yourself to notice if there's any people that contribute to this sense of security and stability in your life. Perhaps there's an object, maybe a childhood toy, or maybe an item that connects you to a sense of identity for yourself. There may also be pets or some kind of animal guide that you feel a profound connection to. So just allowing yourself to completely and totally visualize this inner sanctuary. You are welcome to connect to this inner sanctuary at all times, either throughout the course of this practice or through the rest of your days. But for now, let's set the inner sanctuary aside as we turn our attention towards the intention for today's practice. So silently repeating to yourself 3 times, I am grounded and safe at the center of my being. I am grounded and safe at the center of my being. I am grounded and safe at the center of my being. We will turn our attention towards the parts of the body. We only need to become aware of what is present. There's no need to create any sensation. There's no need to imagine something that doesn't exist. Simply notice what is. And in that process of noticing, you may also realize that those parts of the body spontaneously relax. We'll begin by becoming aware of the sensations in and around the left foot, noticing the toes in particular. Feeling the left toes, the ball of the left foot, heel of the left foot, top of the left foot. Feeling the whole left foot and all the toes as sensation. Notice the left ankle, calf, shin, knee, thigh, hamstring, left glute, feeling the whole of the left leg as sensation. Notice the left hip, the left waist, left side of the rib cage, the left armpit, the left bicep, inner elbow, the forearm, the wrist, palm of the left hand, the left thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, back of the left hand, feeling all the sensations in the left hand and all the fingers at the same time. Notice the left wrist, forearm, the outer left elbow, the tricep, the left shoulder, left side of the neck, the left ear, left temple, the left eye, the left nostril, left jaw, the left side of the mouth, the left collarbone, the right collarbone, right side of the mouth, the right jaw, the right nostril, the right eye, the right temple, the right ear, right side of the neck, the right shoulder, the right tricep, outer right elbow, the right forearm, the right wrist, back of the right hand, the right pinky, ring finger, middle finger, index finger, thumb, palm of the right hand. Feeling all the sensations in and around the right hand simultaneously. The right wrist, the right forearm, the inner right elbow, the right bicep, the right armpit, right side of the rib cage, the right waist, the right hip, the right thigh, the right hamstring, the right knee, the right shin, the right calf, the right ankle, top of the right foot, heel of the right foot, sole of the right foot, all of the right toes. Feeling all the sensations in the right foot and all the toes simultaneously. And feeling the whole of the right leg as sensation. Feeling both legs as sensation. Feeling the torso and the legs as sensation. And then feeling the whole body as sensation. Awareness moves to the back of the head, the shoulders, the back of the rib cage, the low back, the pelvis. Awareness travels to the crown of the head, the eyes, the mouth, the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the navel, the pelvis. Feeling all the sensations in the torso and the head simultaneously. Feeling the torso and the legs, the whole body once again as sensation. Feeling the body as sensation. Awareness moves to the breath without changing anything. Just allow yourself to notice the gentle inhalation and exhalation as you breathe in and out. Watching your body breathe. If you'd like, you can count the breath down from 10 to 1. Each inhale and exhale counts as one breath. Counting the breath down. You might lose count, or you might reach 0. In either case, begin the countdown again from 10. Counting the breath down. And allowing yourself to stop. Giving yourself permission to let go of the countdown. And inviting yourself to rest. And as you rest here, if you'd like, as you breathe in, imagine yourself breathing into every pore of your body. Every single pore opening up, breathing air into you. And as that air and as that breath comes in, imagine that breath pooling up at your heart space. And as you exhale, that breath dissipates from the heart and pushes everything that doesn't serve you out of the pores of the body. Inhale, breathing into the whole body. Exhale, letting go of that which does not serve you. Go ahead and try it on your own for a minute or two. Breathing through the whole body. Allowing the breath to pool into the heart space and then dissipate, pushing that which does not serve you out of all the pores of the body. As you're ready, setting that breath pattern aside, resting, taking just a few moments to notice what's coming up for you. It could be a sense of peace, a sense of quietude. Whatever sensations are present, let them rest with you, without judgment. Simply notice what's there. And then as you're ready, feeling into the weight of the body, opening yourself to feel into the downward draw of gravity. Allowing the body to feel heavy. feeling the sensation of heaviness in the body. And then noticing the opposite quality. Noticing what lightness feels like in the body. Noticing a sense of buoyancy, as if you could be blown away easily. Feeling light in the body. And then returning to that sensation of heavy once more. Feeling that weight of the body. And then light. Heavy. Then light. Going back and forth between heavy and light in your own time. And as you go back and forth, you might even feel both heavy and light simultaneously. Now the brain likes to trick us and likes to pick one over the other. But this is a felt sense. This sense is older than cognition. It's older than our thoughts. So see if you can tap into that felt sense of feeling both heavy and light simultaneously. Feeling heavy and light at the same time. And as you're ready, setting those sensations aside. Letting yourself rest. Taking a moment to notice what connection to yourself feels like. What does it feel like when you are grounded in who you are? When you know what you want? When you feel engaged with your thoughts, hopes, and desires? What does connection to yourself feel like? You might want to call up a memory or an imagined experience where you felt connected to yourself. And then once you have that memory, see where in the body you feel that self-connection. Notice how it feels and where you feel it. And once you have that felt sense, let go of that memory, let go of that imagined experience, and rest with the sensations of feeling connected to yourself. And if you'd like, you can stay in that connection to yourself. But if you'd like to dip your toe into the opposite sensation, you're welcome to. Noticing what it's like when you're disconnected to yourself. When the people around you are full of expectations for you. When we sacrifice ourselves and our needs for those around us. What does disconnection to yourself feel like? maybe recalling an experience, an imagined experience or a memory. Summoning that up and noticing where in the body you feel disconnected from yourself. And once you have that feeling, let go of the memory or the imagined experience and rest in the sensation of disconnection. And then when you're ready, coming back into that sense of connection to yourself. What does it feel like when it's just you? When you feel aligned with yourself? When you feel content? When you feel connected to yourself and your surroundings? And then briefly coming back into that sense of disconnection. What is it like to feel separate from yourself? And then back to connected to yourself. Separate, connected. Separate, connected. Going back and forth between separate and connected until eventually, perhaps, the two blend together. Feeling both connected and separate simultaneously. And again, that mind is going to try to force you into one lane or another. But see if you can open and expand that awareness to feel both connected and separate simultaneously. And letting those sensations fade away. Maybe calling up that inner sanctuary from the beginning of the practice again, just to reorient ourselves to security. And perhaps you just want to lay and rest with the sensations that are present. You might be noticing a pervading sense of peace. You might even notice a struggle between the two, between peace and action. Let yourself be present with whatever is there. And as you rest in that presence, aware of what is, maybe just beneath it, just on the opposite side of those feelings, there's a pervading sense of quietude, a sense of ease and effortlessness that quietly urges us forward. This quietude at the background of all thoughts, of all emotions, of all being. This observer inside of all of us. It's okay if it's not there. Be present with what is. Sometimes we need to be very aware of other parts of being before we can get quiet enough to feel into this observer. So letting yourself feel whatever bubbles up to the surface. There might be a subtle sense of joy as you rest here. It might even just be as simple as a place of peace. And let yourself orient yourself to this state of peace. This omnipresent, pervading quietude. And as we begin to transition back to the rest of our days, we take just a few more moments to feel into this spaciousness, this ease. Maybe setting an intention to remind ourselves that this spaciousness, this place of peace, is within us at all times, and that we can remember it whenever we need to. And as you're ready, repeating our practice affirmation once more today. I am grounded and safe at the center of my being. I am grounded and safe at the center of my being. I am grounded and safe at the center of my being. As we continue on this transition back to the rest of our days, begin to deepen the breath as you invite some movements into the fingers and the toes. If you'd like to rest here for a little bit longer, you are welcome to. But if it's ready for you to get up, allow those movements to spread up the arms and the legs, continuing into the rest of the body, maybe rocking from side to side, until eventually rolling over completely on one side. And be there for a couple of breaths, maybe reconnecting with that sense of spaciousness, that sense of ease. And then when you're ready, coming up into a comfortable seat. Just taking a moment to notice the effect of the practice. And maybe repeating the affirmation one last time. I am grounded and safe at the center of my being. Thank you all for your practice. Be well.